guys, right now, don't sorry, please make sure you hit the like button. You have not done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. You have not done so already, please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Care Culture Radio. Hey, Hakeem. Hey, Jordan, what's happening? What's going on?
What they do, what they do.
What's going on? What's going on? I'm here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, but go ahead. You go ahead, Jordan, do your thing.
All right. All right. So what's going on, everybody? Hello, everybody's here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We about to get it in. About to get it in. So the title of the show is the Unsung Heroes. Why blue collar workers keep the world moving. So we did an episode of Ebony K. Talking about bus drivers and everything, and how she probably want to date a bus driver, or she'll date a bus driver who owned a bus. Everything. So it's kind of going. I mean, we're kind of going away with it, but it's kind of like we're kind of going away with it. We're going to change it a different route of really talk about the blue collar workers. Like bus drivers, plumbers, electricians. Majority of blue collar workers that we that has has an average job. Maybe make an average salary. Some make six figures. All that type of stuff. Some has businesses. All that type of stuff. So we want to. For here, we want to tell you guys why why blue collar workers make the world go around. Meaning, and a lot of people don't know this. Like men, women, they don't know. They just see average workers, just do what they do. But sometimes, you might need if your toilets go. If you're a homeowner, your toilet go out. You know how to plug your toilet. You got to come a plumber for that. Also, your electricity. If you got electricity, if you're a homeowner. You got to call an electrician, or you live in an apartment complex, and electricity out. What are they gonna do? They're gonna call the city to get the electrician fixed. So we're definitely gonna talk about it today. We're definitely gonna give praise to the blue collar workers that do their job, because here in 2023, some of these women, they're not respecting the people that work 9 to 5s. They're not putting a whole lot of specs. Not putting a whole lot of respect to these people that work their average jobs. So today we're gonna give them praise. We're gonna definitely talk about it, break it down, and we got a video we're gonna show. The video is gonna show DJ Envy talking to Ebony K. Williams about his parents, how they was like average workers, and how they helped them push him into college, and now he is what he is today. So DJ Envy, he's gonna be on the video, talk about how he appreciate and how he uplifts average workers, 9 to 5 workers, because his parents like that. So we're gonna play the video. What's going on, Sugar Bum? Good to see you.
What's good, Queen? Sugar Bum.
Good. And we got Ozaru. That's her name.
Yeah. How you pronounce that?
Where you from?
Where you from, Ozaru? Well, modern women are doing blue collar men a favor.
Sound like from India.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Go ahead, Haki, play the video. After that, we're gonna chop it up.
All right.
And she also a new subscriber as well. So she's a new subscriber.
Okay.
Thank you, baby. Thank you for being a new subscriber. We don't want to butcher your name now. We just gonna call you
right. Want to get it right.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, which one you sent it to? I think I got the wrong one. Is it the cross connection or Jordan?
Yeah, go ahead. Do you see it?
Yeah, it's the cross connection, right?
Yeah, let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I think I sent it to the wrong link.
Yeah.
Time out. Yes, it's the Wait a minute, is it someone?
Yeah, the one I'm looking at the one I'm looking at is hold on.
No, it's not this one. I'm gonna send it to you again. Hold on, give me 1 second.
All right. What is this then? Oh, this is with Lamont. This is with Lamont. My bad. Hold on. Yeah, send it to me. I don't know what happened.
You talking about the one with DJ Envy with Iban and K Williams. One she had an interview with DJ Envy on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Send it to me again. Send it to me again because I don't see it. Please, my brother. All right, now I got it.
Yeah, fair use because remember it's the Breakfast Club. You got to be careful.
Yeah, it's a. Hold on, let me see if this is. Let me turn this on, just for the sake that we're gonna play they.
Yeah, play the audio. Don't play the video.
Okay, I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
The work, the Guardian Life Insurance. I'm the first person in my family to go.
All right. Hope everybody could see.
Hey, Jabari, I sent it to you.
My father was in the military. He was a mechanic. He was a bus driver. He was a police officer.
So he was exceptional. Your father was exceptional.
My mother worked at Guardian Life Insurance. I'm the first person in my family to go to college, first person to graduate from college, and my parents put me through college. So I don't look at them as mediocre. I don't look at them as average. They are exceptional, and they did what they did to get their kids through all this stuff.
What you said is so different than what I'm talking about.
And I am the same with them. And I am the same.
And the difference, intellectually honest,
and the difference is what you said is, oh, you want to encourage and you want to do this. I do the same thing without putting people down.
I'm not putting people down. I'm being very honest.
I think you are, and people have been saying, I don't think you're listening. Like, as much as you talk, you're not listening to what people are saying.
Listening. I'm not bothered by that, though. I'm not
because
going to be shamed.
And they have opinions. Just like you have your opinion, you can't talk over people and not let people talk.
But you're also interrupting me, Envy.
I'm not. I was talking. You keep talking to me. I let you speak, and then I just started talking.
You got it.
I just started talking. I let you speak, and I waited for you to be quiet, and I started talking. You heard something that you didn't like, and you cut me off.
That's how it just went. Because once you start being intellectually dishonest.
Here we go. Now it's not Envy. Go ahead.
No,
That's exactly what happened.
Let's keep it.
No, but if I give somebody the platform to speak, and I let you speak, then I speak. And you have to listen just like I listen. Just like with Weezy and Mandy, when they speak, I listen. It doesn't matter that we don't agree or disagree. We can have a conversation, but we got to respect each other in this conversation.
I agree.
I think
that part of that respect is being honest.
Yeah, I think the conversation is healthy. If you listen to the whole Ayanla interview, I get a better sense of what you're trying to say. But the doubling down is what threw me completely off.
Because
it did sound like you was hitting on the working class.
I'm not sure the working class.
And if you weren't, I think you need to make that very clear.
Well, I've tried to make it clear with 3 different examples. I think y'all don't want to hear it, and that's okay. Envy, it's okay. Like you said, it's okay to disagree. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we can argue semantics back, because that's really, at this point, this is an argument around semantics.
All right. So I see, Sugar Bar, this is he's talking. This is our favorite topic right now. So we're gonna get it in. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys, yo. So what y'all think about this topic, and how y'all feel about these blue collar men out here? Because I know us three, we're blue collar men. We work these jobs. So go ahead, fellas. Go ahead.
No, but the thing, I'm not against on what she's saying. What she's saying, I totally agree 110%. That is her preference. If a woman don't like a blue collar man, you can't shame a woman for not liking a blue collar man. It's the same way with women trying to shame guys if you don't like a fat woman or out of shape woman or overweight woman. Women tend to shame that guy as well. So the men are doing the same thing to a woman when it comes to the aspect of blue collar man. Now, if you ask me, I respect the blue collar man because my dad was a blue collar man. I'm also a blue collar man, and people on this panel was also a blue collar man. So we have a highly respect for them. However, some women don't treat them the same. Some women don't look at them the same. And this is the problem with society today. They look at a certain level of men. See, that's the way a man is supposed to be. In actuality, the world doesn't work that way. The world doesn't revolve around what a woman's thinks. The world revolve around what the man thinks about himself. Real talk. But that's my take on that right now. Go ahead.
To be honest with you, shout outs to Just Hear Me Out. Do dairy farmers count as blue collar workers? Most definitely, Jerry Farmer. I call it most definitely. Just hear me out. Salute to the families who listen and driving your work. Daryl Long, I love you. Daryl Long, I love you. You've been riding with us for the day. My daddy is a white collar man. He sold insurance. We got much respect for your daddy, Sugar, but I'm going to tell you something. I find the conversation from the get-go insulting, disrespectful. This is the same narrative that our own people is embarking in conversations that just don't make sense. I never heard a white woman put down a white truck driver. I never heard a Hispanic put down their landscaper. I've never heard a Korean put down a male nail worker. Reason why I say that, I come from a blue-collar family. My daddy's a truck driver. I drive trucks, but I went to college. My grandfather sold coal. My mother, her sister, were all seamstress. Just because you got a degree or you work in the office don't make you better than the person who's not in your field. A lot of y'all think that blue-collar workers are maybe dumb or not brilliant geniuses. We're just as smart as anybody else. But the problem is, this is the same conversation that we keep getting into, the disdain our women have for us. Because, and I'm going to say something which a lot of people might not like. I watched the View interview where the lady was talking about generational wealth. Generational wealth is just, y'all just started to hear this word. Y'all just wanted to get this. And you want to talk about people who have generational wealth. You're talking about 400 or 500 years. People who got a head start. If you want generational wealth, be a colonialist then, black woman. Start imprisoning some people. Start taking some lands. Start doing any foul thing you think you're going to do this. Just be happy that you're living. You see what I'm trying to say? This manifests, I want to do better. I want to do this. For God's sakes, 2% of the population in the world lives on $2 a day. We live in the greatest country in the world. And you want to talk about, I won't date her, but and she thought she was helping us by this. I've been in Mississippi. I've been to Alabama. I've been to Kentucky. I've been to West Virginia. West Virginia, the most poorest state where white people at. I've been to Wisconsin. I've been to Minnesota. Jordan, he knows better than me. He's lived in these areas. It's a lot of poor white folks who work blue-collar jobs. I don't never hear them saying, I'm going to become a stockbroker. I'm going to become this and that. So it was disingenuous for her to even speak like that for a woman who bunny hops, which is no problem with that. But you tend to see this narrative, women who don't date black men put black men down. Just mind your business. Go do what you got to do. And I don't want to overlook my man's comments. Just hear me out. He said, all my relatives are dairy farmers, but my dad left the farm in 1970, went to college, so my brother and I go to school too, which is no problem. That's supposed to happen. But let me ask you a question. Dairy farm paid for those colleges. We won't have no milk if it wasn't for dairy farmers. Go ahead, my brothers.
For me, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna start out to my my two granddads. I'm gonna start out to one of my and they both worked at GM. One of them worked for GM for like 35 years, and the other one, my other granddad, worked for GM for maybe 39 or 38 years. But I'm gonna break this up like this. During the golden time of the GM, which is between the 1990s and the mid 2000s, before the Depression hit. Both of my granddad was making six figures, between, I would say, 120, 130. One of my granddads, he was a janitor making that much money. So my thing is about this. If, like I said, there's a bad. Sorry, I'm trying to mumble in my words. To me, it's when you said when people try to down the blue collars. You know, you don't know what the hell you don't know how much they make or what they do or what they do on the side. because both of my granddads, they have houses, they own their cars. One of my granddads, he has about 7 or 8 houses that he rents out, plus his own. He has an RV and he has 15 to 20 cars just by doing being a blue collar worker. Both when I retire, they're chilling. And like I said, my other granddad who has the houses and who has the cars, he's making more than he was working. I mean, by buying these houses and building himself. Now that he's retired, he's making more than he was making. He's making more now than he was making at working at GM. By saving and working his money. So for me, I have high praise of blue collar workers because they work their asses off. Might put 50, 60, 70, or 80 hours a week in. Just for their family or just to build their wealth. I'm saying something with me. When I started my job 2 years ago, I'm a blue collar worker, and I'll just say this: there's some people that be working there for 10, 15 years that I'm making money. Right now, I've been there for 2 years. I'm making more money than them right now, and some of them are people that are Hispanics or they white. And to me, and for me at the time, when I left Whole Foods because I got tired of their change to go to Amazon. For me, it's like okay, I put myself in the job. I only have like very little education. I don't rely on my resume to speak out and everything. And then once I put once my resume speak out of my years and everything and my job, and then once I worked in the first week and they see how good I was. It was like, what, Jab, we're going to give you a raise, and then we're going to get you, where you need to be when you're working at Whole Foods. And it took me about 6 to 8 months to get what I was getting paid at Whole Foods as being a blue collar worker. And to me, it's like when I tell people like when I go out to restaurants or when I go out to certain places and tell them what my job title is, and then they be like, oh, okay. But I tell them how much I'm getting paid. I was like, oh wow, you doing that? Because people usually have people that work in the grocery store, they think they get paid, 15, 16, 17 dollars an hour. And to me, that's not the case. To me, it's like, if you put your work in and also people that in, the people that you can get that, you can get paid. You can get paid decent money as being a blue collar worker. A lot of people think blue collar workers is minimum wage. No, it's not. As long as you put your work in, you can get paid middle class wages, or sometimes even high class wages. It depends on what city you in, and it depends on who and also depending on the company you work in. Like I said before, one of my granddads, he was a janitor making 6 figures at GM. So a lot of them, when I'm trying to say this, there's a lot of blue collar workers out there who could be making who are middle class workers, or sometimes who make over 6 figures and have a decent life, have a good family, have a 401k, have all the insurance, and save until they get retirement. And then if you save it well, there's a chance of a blue collar worker who put in 30, 40 years, who's actually, saving his money kind of well, he could retire a millionaire. And a lot of people don't know that. Some blue collar workers who save their money well, they can actually, they save their money well, they got a pension, all that type of stuff. They put 30, 40 years in, they save properly, they can retire as a millionaire. And one of the contact creators is who prays that TJ the Pocket Watcher, if y'all guys know. He said, he breaks it down like, if you're a regular worker, if you save money up, as you need to be, the percentage you save money, you can retire as a millionaire. A lot of people don't know that. People want to go in, want own businesses, get rich very, very quick, or get the money really, really fast and all that type of stuff. No. To build, like I said, to build yourself, it takes time to get that money. It really takes time. And within a society that we want everything quick, we want everything fast. And my thing is like, no, it doesn't work like that. If you're a regular average person, male or woman, and if you save properly, put your work in, save your money up. Eventually, when you get to like 50s, 60s, and 70s, and you save right, you will retire with a lot of money, a lot of wealth, and then hopefully, you put money in stocks and stuff, or invest in something on the side that you can, when you retire, you can still get income or what you're doing on the side, or also getting money from stocks or crypto. And that's what I gotta say for that for now.
I want to answer a question that Ronnie, you was gonna go.
No, I'm telling you, go ahead, because I saw the chat.
Yeah. So first, I want to say this. Sugar Bum, I love you, but the next time you call a black man average, there's nothing for us to talk about. We don't call black women average here. That's one thing I want to speak about. Secondly, is this Daryl Long, Ebony K. Yes, she is in a different bracket. She has standards. Nobody say that's a problem, but you speaking on something that's above your pay grade. Don't talk about blue-collar men or bus drivers if you've never dated one. She should have said, I never dated one. This is a good conversation to have because it goes back to the same situation that we're dealing with. Are women talking down at us? Again, when we say something, it's a problem. Now, my man, just hear me out. You're all right. The left and the right, we both going to look at each other differently. We both are essential. The problem is, why are we having this conversation about what is this and this is this? She said most people are average. What the F? I've never said date for an average black man. I don't consider no man average. I don't consider no woman average. The point that you say that word, it's like putting down a race of people. I'm just being honest with you. When have you ever heard me say that a black woman is average? And if you
life, everybody's average. Even white folks look at their own kind as average. I told you, I think I get an analogy that there's some white people, they go up New York, let's say country area. They will see a white person that living in the trailer park. They'll consider them below average. Yeah, that's what people do when we live in a communist society. A capitalist society. Go ahead.
But let me ask you a question. When has that ever been a conversation? Who's average or not? We all just.
Cameron Samuel did a video average at best. Yeah, that's what he got known for. He did average as best.
He did that for a reason, because she thought she was above everybody else. So yes, you're gonna have to put somebody in their place for that. The point that I'm.
But did she have a reason though? But did she have a reason though? She did have a reason, because the simple fact is she make more money than an average guy. Most average guys don't make six figures. That's a fact.
Here's the issue I got with that, and I'm happy that you point that out. When has quota, status, or money dictate the type of person who you are, or who if that made you better? Michelangelo, one of the greatest painters, died broke. Nikola Tesla died broke.
DMX
died broke. Albert Einstein died broke. But these people were some of the most influential people in our life. Why are we talking about just because you make six figures? How does that make you better than anybody?
But let's use Edison, for example. Edison died broke, right? But at the same time, Edison was hanging with a lot of powerful people. He was hanging with Henry Ford. What's that guy's name? Andrew Carnegie. He was hanging with a lot of wealthy people.
That doesn't even matter, because the point of the fact that they based it on the type of person he is. You got to go watch The View. When they was talking about, and the lady was talking about generational wealth. The white lady, the Hispanic lady, and other lady said, we want love. We don't care about the money. You feel what I'm trying to say? But for some apparent reason, we're back to this conversation. We base things on status, quota, and money. Like that is a benchmark to determine the type of person you are. Yeah, you work at a you an RN. You might make 60,000, okay, or 75,000. That doesn't mean you're a nasty person. And when you die, if somebody's gonna remember your name.
You can say this, Hakeem. Somebody can make six. Let's say, I make 50, 60K. and then let's say my wife is making 120, 130K, which is cool. But my thing is, it's like, whatever. My thing is, it's like I could make my money, she can make my money. But the thing is, it's like let's go by credit. Let's say I have a better credit than my wife. That means I have more spending power than her because I could get some stuff that my wife probably can't get. I just want to add that as well.
No, you're right. Look what Sugar Bum just said. Sugar Bum, are you red pill? You say most women are hypergamous. That's a red pill talking point. And only black women get shamed for being hypergamous. Most women are hypergamous, but black women are the only ones who out here talking it loud and proud. Oh, I want a nigga with 6 figures, 6 inches, and 6 this. We know women want men. We know majority of women want powerful men.
I think that's a false narrative. Not only black women are doing it, white women are doing it too. I'm telling you, I'll be in these spaces. Not only black women
show me, are they out here in large numbers speaking about it to every single person? It's an expectation.
Yes, most of the feminist group are white women. It's not black women. But most of the feminist group is white women.
No. So first off, feminism goes against this whole narrative of that. Feminism wants to be equal. Let's just point that out. The point that I want to put this is this. Yes, white women. You see, the funny thing is, I don't remember ever seeing a video of a white woman being hypergamous. I've never heard a white woman call a white boy a broke boy. I've never seen a video where a white woman say that our white guys are not pulling their own weight by the bootstrap. I've only seen countless of videos of black people talking about that.
Sugar Bum, think about Fresh and Fit. What type of women they get on there?
Oh.
No, I want you just everything. Just everything is the white women, and she talking about issue with men, white men.
And Sugar Bum, I know you damn well. I can say if Fresh and Fit invites you, you will not be going there because as intelligent as you were, you will whip whop Fresh and Murray Gang, so you know that.
No, but the thing with Fresh and Fit type women, they know where they're at, so they playing a certain type of role. Some of them girls are educated. Not all of them are like hoolish or horse type women. Not all of them. Some of them actually have sense.
Mm-hmm. Or the other one, whatever podcast, they like the Fresh and Fit 2.0. Oh, they got white women, but thing about them, they to me, I'll be listening to them. They are bimbos to the max because it's like they don't make no type of sense. Go ahead, guys.
Nobody wants them because it's not easily publicized. Black women are the main one that's always in the media. The always one that's the most talked about, and the always one that's the most portrayed. So that's what people see. They see black women for everything. Yeah. But then when you go deep down inside, you see white women are doing the same thing too. Go ahead.
So I want to comment on this. This is some Just Hear Me Out said this, but Jordan said the same thing. Jordan has better credit than his wife. So Just Hear Me Out said, my wife makes more money, but my credit is also better. Most men credit are better because women acquire more school debt. Women have more debt than men. Now, the first thing is, let's talk about the Fresh and Fit situation. Sugar Bum, most of those girls on there are under 25. Half of them don't even know what they want in life. We can't even use them as an example because I'm not going to even talk about them or mention any negative, but they don't put out good information. My queen sister, Oshua Asaya, I see Latinos who marry down, they serve their husband. Sweetheart, a Latino woman would have took that as a disrespect. Their men, no matter what status they are, is the benchmark.
And I'm gonna say this too. Living in LA, which is almost 50% of the population is Latinos. Well, if I see them, like if I go to like a swap meet and then like they have like tents where they selling stuff or cooking stuff, and the man's out there, the woman's right by their side.
Fact.
Be there to like 10 in the morning to 9 at night, working, hustling. So like between 4 or 5 days a week, they hustling. They just try to get the money, trying to get their family together. Because what they think about is family. But with some of our black women, it's just
shout out to Ish.
Shout out to
Ish.
with some of our black women, it's more. It's like I think of us as our individuals. Just think about themselves, but I think about the family.
Fact, Jordan. No, that's fact. But shout out to Itch.
Shout out to Itch. Now, here's the thing. We need to start changing our language about dating down. Because to be honest with you, the way you look at a man might look at you the same way. You can't cook, clean, or you're not nurturing. But we will never say that. Because you want to know why? The day we say that, all hell will break loose.
No, but with the aspect of dating down, Hakeem, I think black women do need a standard at some point. You can't keep telling black women to date down and then they ain't getting no result from it.
But I would say this: most of our black women are average workers. They make between 30. It depends on, like I say, if you live in Alabama or Mississippi, you make the minimum was what, 30K compared to
30K.
New York,
30K. Yeah.
Here in LA, it's between 50 to 60K. And the thing is about it, it's like majority of average people make that amount of money. And to me, it's like, when you look at look like somebody like a black woman, look at a black man, and y'all making the same wages, but sometimes it's like you'll get it, but the thing is you don't feel right because you want so much more. But the thing is about it, if you plan correctly and put out, short-term or long-term girls to get what you want and put an idea that you could get those stuff. But sometimes, some of these women, they're not patient enough. They want it right now, but to me, you have to be patient what you want to get. And that's one of my things my wife is about me. She knows that, there's certain things I could get to her right now, but there's also certain things I'll tell my wife, hey, be patient. We're going to get it. Like we talk about getting a house in LA. And I told her about, hey, it's going to be a minute. It's going to be patient, but eventually we're going to get there. Eventually we're going to get there. And she knows that because being my wife almost 13 years, the stuff that I say I'll do 8 times out of 10 or 9 times out of 10, I'll do it. And she knows that, and that's a fact. And when crunch times go down, like something I need it done really, really quick, I get it done. I'll find a way to get it done. I'll find solutions to get it done. And I think, when women, they got to find somebody who can put the words into action, because I feel like some women, they just listen to words, but they don't look at what the man is doing with his actions and everything. If the man's doing what he says he's going to do, then that's the man. Then that's the man's for you. If the man said, "Hey, it's going to be a minute that we're going to get this stuff," listen to him. And then if he do it, you do it. But like I said, some women they are impatient. They want everything now, and that's kind of what's hurting them. If you be patient enough with your man, you're gonna get what you're gonna get what you need to get.
Okay, I want to comment on something. Sugar Bum, I'm not moving the Gold Coast. I'm just telling the truth. Shout outs to Just Hear Me Out. Hakeem, I've seen a lot of videos lately with women usually in their 20s, and all they're saying is they want husband with more bank. I don't think they have an idea what stuff costs. Facts. Now, let's also comment on this. Hopefully people take time to evaluate themselves around people. And she said, with a law degree, a Latino man and his wife with a law degree are out there. Sweetheart, nobody say they're not out there. It's not a large percentage. You feel me?
I'm gonna say this, Hakeem. My thing is about with the degrees. As we know, black women are the most educated. They got the degrees. But the thing is, what's not talked about is, are you getting paid of what your education stands for? And that's not the case most of the time, because a lot of people are unemployed. Jobs are losing. Tech jobs are going down. Banks are going down. They're losing money and everything. And to me, it's like, you can say you are educated, but are you getting paid for what your educated stands for? But the thing is, it's not the case, because I'll tell you this: my wife is more educated than me. Well, majority of the time I was being with her, I was making more than her. I just want to put that out there.
Oh no, definitely. Go ahead.
No, but remember, we live in a patriarchy society. When men tend to make more than women. That's just how the patriarchy society is. So even if the woman's educated, man tend to make more. It's actually a question. She said, "Where is dating down if a man's character is in his currency?"
Woo, Lord Jesus!
Uh-oh, that's a good one.
That's a question she asked. That's a question. When
Let's
you
talk
dating down.
about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Ish, I love that. I love that. You sound like you ready to get married, Ish. Ish, you sound like you ready to get married.
Yeah, she's a lovely woman too.
Listen, a man's character is his currency. This the only black woman in my whole life I've ever heard somebody said something like that. My whole life of me being
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm with you on that, Hakeem. I ain't heard nobody say that like that. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You see what I'm trying to say? This is what we're talking about. It's a character. It's a character. Now, mind you, I want to touch on that. Character should be everything, not money. And men, we judge women on character and looks as well. But sometimes we don't judge
women on character, Hakeem, with men. Like keep it 100.
No. Listen.
Judge don't just say looks only, not even the brain.
No. Men who are of substance. Let me break that down. Will judge you on looks, character, and but a lot of us will overlook looks for submission, and if you have the type of character that resembles somebody that he veers off from.
And usually, and Ronnie, you right about that. But like I said, usually men that's like in their 20s, they usually judge what they look. But once a man gets older in their 30s and they decide what they want, they's like, okay, you need, like I said, you can look average. You need to go that. You don't need like a 9 or 10, but you like a 6, 5, 6, and 7, and you got the brains, you got the femininity, and like I said, you like I said, I'll bring you to my family, and my family loves you. That's a check mark. You ready to be married?
I love Sugar Ball. Sugar Ball need to be one of the hosts because Sugar Ball come with the comeback. She like, hey, characters don't pay the bills, which is absolutely true. Characters don't pay the bills. Women gonna be like, okay, you got the character, but it's not paying my bill. It's not paying the bill. We still homeless. Go ahead.
I want to know what Sugar Ball. What type of bills are you talking about?
Thank you.
I want to know what type of bills he's talking about.
Let me give a shout out to that Instagram family that looking at us. Nicoldis, shout outs to Nicoldis, the boss. Shout outs to everybody on Instagram who watching us right now. Stay prayed up. Urban Noise, Badala, you know what I mean? And that's it. Let me comment on that. If you're a person who grew up with morals and you have a good character, a man is going to work hard. You don't got to tell him anything. He's going to go out there and get it because his character perceives that. You have men with money with bad character who won't pay no bills. You have men who don't have much who will give you their last. But the problem is why money is the benchmark when we need to start judging people by who they are as people. Shout outs to Hernandez. I can't pronounce your name, Queen. You see what I'm saying? The other night, mortgage, phones, internet, lights, those are all superficial things that when you get 60 and older, you're going to want somebody at home to just talk to. The other night, I met a young lady at Taco Bell who was working. Very nice. Very nice. Very customer service. Very sweet. She's like, hey, where you from? How you doing? Why I didn't judge her and say that she's working at Taco Bell. I'm gonna be dating down. No. The way she acted is the way people are looking for. And we need to start understanding as we get older, we need to start reevaluating our ideologies. Stop.
So, but Hakeem, I'm being honest. I was telling you about men. Us men, we don't really look at those things. We mostly value the woman's booty, they booty, and they looks. I'm telling you, man can care less. Man can care if the woman don't work at a car wash. Man can care less. You be like, okay, she looks good. I think I can have a family with her. But go ahead, Jordan.
One of the problems with that is not having the fathers in the homes. If you have the fathers in the homes and you tell the young men and the boys, this is what you need to look for a woman when you grow up. Or like I say, you see how with my mom, if your mom if you got a girlfriend that's similar to your mom, that's the moment you need to be married. And the thing is about it is like, you know, we don't, like I said, we have the mothers there, but like I said, they teach you how to treat a woman, but they don't. But the thing with a man, they don't teach you like, hey, This is how you get a woman, and this is what you should look for to get a woman, to look for a wife or a long-term partner.
I want to preference this. This is the only time you ever hear I blame black men, but I'm gonna blame black men for an individual situation. I blame the black men who were not in a lot of these girls' lives. I blame them. I blame them because they are the first representatives of black women, the first representatives of a black man to a woman. They learn to respect a man through them. If he's not there, you can't learn him. They learn to value what a black man does through their fathers. And the fact that the black father hasn't been home, I blame the ones who choose not to be in these girls' lives. And this is why we having an epidemic today. Same thing with Cynthia G. Some information came out about her that a lot of people didn't know about. The reason why she hated a lot of black men is because of her father. And lots of times that women who have a disdain or despise for black men is through the father. Not the brothers, not the uncles, not that, because, you know, we play second fiddle. We fill in when the father's not there, but it's still never enough. So I do blame black men in that and say that we need to take an initiative to be in these girls' lives. So we won't have women to talk down about men who clearly is the reason why you have your existence.
And I want to say this, Hakeem, for Cynthia T, she has a son, right?
Yes, a black son.
And the thing is about that is, like I said, if the father's not in a child's life, and then Cynthia sees some similarities of her child's father, or maybe her daddy, she gonna look at her son's like she gonna have the same for her son.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna blame black men for this. If you having sex with these women that they are no good, David Jay-Z might be good, but they're no good, and you give them credit, that's on you.
I want to give a shout out to DiCapo Dinero on Instagram. I know this guy for a long time. He's been in his kid's life since day one. Black man or Dominican, if I'm not.
I always get a shout out to the man that actually been in his life. I know a guy that he has 3 of his kids, and he take care of them. So, with no baby mama, just him and 3 daughters.
Oh,
So
shout out to him.
I'm trying to tell you, there's men that really do care about those kids, and those are the men I kind of advocate for. Those are the men I kind of fight for. But those other men that having kids on a rampage and be like forgetting them kids, I don't want nothing to do with them kids. Those are the men I really disrespect. I don't respect those type of men. Those are the ones that she's talking about. Those are the ones I'm agreeing with her with, not the ones she's talking about some other stuff. No, I don't agree with her on everything, but those men, yes, she do me good.
I want to say this, and shout out to my father-in-law. Shout out to
Joe Long had 2 custody of his kids.
Oh yeah,
yes, like I said,
that's another guy. Yep, that's a fact. Yep.
Yeah, because my wife like that. Shoot, if like I said, if you see more fathers in the homes, I'm telling y'all will be like the men out there. They're gonna be ready to be married. They're gonna be wise. Boy, I can't. My bad.
No, you're right. But let's also talk. I want to mention DiCapo Dinero because he was being the father when it wasn't even cool. We talking about back in the days. And he was paying all the bills when his girl wasn't working. And he still was stunting. But you want to know something? Niggas like that don't get credit, though. They don't talk about the good shit that these niggas do. We only talk about the bad stuff. I've never seen him get praised for being in his kid's life and taking care of his woman and paying all the bills and chopping the check. And I'm only saying this to use him as a reference because I've seen this in my own eyes. This was 10 years ago. Now his kids are older. I'm like, oh, this nigga been in here since day. And mind you, you could tell a nigga who love his kids when he got pictures all over his Facebook with his kids on there. You know a lot of niggas who don't got their pictures of their kids on their Facebook or their Instagram.
Sugar said she was raised with her father. Wait, hold on a minute. Drop Mike. Natasha's in the chat. She was gone for a very long time. Nah, she was doing something with Anton. That's her.
Shout out to Daryl Long because he got 2 custodies on his daughters. Shout out to Daryl Long.
But I had to pause for a minute. When I saw Natasha in the chat, see when Sugar there, we know Sugar there. But when Natasha there, we got to pause and let everybody know, hey, she's here. Look at Hakeem about to cry.
I am about to cry. Listen, I'm going to shave my head after this show just for her. Listen, I want to say something.
If the Susa come on the show, we need a horn or something because it's going to be. Go ahead,
I want to mention something that Nicole just said on Instagram. She said, "I love your conversation, men and women, issues without bashing or faulting women." Queen,
yeah, facts.
Queen Nicole,
yes.
This is not a point. Listen, our issues are unilateral. I can't blame you for something that I'm involved in. We can't blame. It's both of our fault. But the point is, we know we need to have a better way of coming at this. I'm not trying to here to point fingers at black women and black men. I'm saying, what is the solution? The solution is here. You want to know what the solution is here? When we got men like the Capo De Niro who say, hey, I'm not going to go out here and fuck many hoes. I'm just going to be here with my kids and my wife. Easy. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is.
Well, Sugar come with the smoke. Sugar said these men are raising their daughters to be independent as well. Y'all is capping up here. Y'all capping hard.
Now, here's the thing. I don't blame men who raise their women masculine, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not here to bash black men. This is not the point. I'm not here to bash black men. But the fact that there's no fathers at home, what potential good black men for the majority of black women to date? But
Hakeem Sugar got a point though. There's a lot of men that do that. I know a guy who does that and tell his daughter, I don't want you to depend on no man. You go out there, go defend for yourself. Don't look for the help. If you need any help, come to me. That's kind of criminal. That's kind of crippling the women though. It kind of is. Go ahead.
And one of the reasons for that is that some of the men are saying it is because they don't want their daughters to go to the men they used to be in their past and everything. So that's why one of the reasons is like, hey, I don't want to depend on no man.
But Jordan, that's not good though, because at the same time, a woman should be able to depend on a man. A woman should be able to depend on a man.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that.
You should not need to go to your father, but go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying one of the reasons, which that's not good at all. You know, to me, it's like, you know, it should be the opposite. You know, like I said, women, like I said, man, like my daddy-in-law, you know, taught us like, hey, it's okay to depend on the man to get what you want. If you want a nuclear family, and everything, it's gonna work out because once you get married, once you're in a family, you're going to build money. You're going to build wealth. And that's a fact. If like I say, if you guys are married and y'all focus on family, you guys going to build wealth, especially for you guys in the future. We guys retire, and also for your kids as well to go to colleges, and also have maybe I'll give a little something before you guys pass away as well.
I want to go back to what Ish said earlier in the conversation, and I hope Instagram hear me. Character should be your currency going both ways. Are you a good woman? Are you nurturing? Are you a good man? Do you respect your mama? There's a lot of hood niggas who got good character. There's a lot of ghetto girls who got good character. But we overlook them due to their disposition and their economical situation. A lot of us come from poor areas. And sometimes the dating market where you're at dictates who you be with. We all date people in close proximity. Am I lying, fellas? Unless you have some weird situation where you go out to college or you go meet some girl online. We meet people online now, but back in the days, you dated the person who lived across the street or who dated in the thing. But the point of the fact that I'm saying is this: what type of character of a person you are. The world's getting crazy. Inflation is up. We need each other no matter how you look at it. The black women need the black man and the black man needs a black woman. We both bring something to the table. I cannot sit here and tell you that a black woman has not helped me get to where I got to go as far as education, job, and say that they've always played an intricate role, which a man has played an intricate role in the majority of women's lives. It's a lot of boutique shops that's out here that a nigga done funded, but he'll never get his credit. He'll never get his credit. Them checks that was bust down for you to be able to go to cosmetology school, a nigga done funded. Now, here's the thing. Them job applications that was filled out, a woman done filled it out. I know that for a fact. So we both help each other out. I just want us to start changing the language that we use when we talk about the men and women who are in our lives. There's no such thing as dating down. That person might not just be your cup of tea. If you want a nigga with money, go find him. If you want a girl with a fat ass, go find him. But let me tell you something. As you get older, you're going to want a woman that's a wife. You're going to want a man that's a husband. You're going to want a man who's going to stand up for you and don't let nobody disrespect you. We're going to want a woman who's nurturing, who mimics, maybe not your mother, but a woman who is warm-hearted. I don't want to get into the Bible. You know I'm a Christian man. And I read the Islam. But yeah, I need me a Proverbs 31 wife. Lord Jesus.
But just hear me out. You should have read his comment. Just hear me out. Be going. He said the richest man.
Yo, what he said? Yeah. He said the richest man I personally know, and I also one of the most morally bankrupt people I've ever met. Listen, and this you talking about just hear me out. He is the son of a dairy farmer. His family make milk. But they're slanging computers now. You feel me trying to say?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a blue collar man. There's nothing wrong with being a black lawyer. The problem is we need to stop talking about our people the way we are as people. I don't care if you work at Checkers. I don't care if you are a hairstylist. I don't care if you work at the driver license office. Are you a good woman? Do you respect your mother? Have you ever called your daddy an F nigga? And if you did, we can't talk. Same goes for a man talking about a woman and a woman talking about a man.
No, that's facts though. That's facts. You gotta know how to. I would say you gotta know how to differentiate the lines, but especially in our culture, we tend to accept anything, and that's the problem. That's why I say I kind of understand what Ebony K. Williams was talking about, because it kind of is true. If you don't have some form of standard, you're gonna stay at the same level you always been at. At some point, you gotta want to elevate. You want to grow up. Go ahead, Jordan.
I want to say this: blue collar men are the pillars of our community. They help build our community. If we can if as black people, we can get together, we'll be the. I'm telling y'all, we'll be powerful. We'll be a powerful nation. And and my thing is, it's like we're speaking solution. Like I say, here at Coastal Radio, we are solution based. We talk about finding a solution. We don't blame one another, this or that. We all about building the nation in our black community. FBA, ADOS, Nigerian, Haitian, Jamaican, whatever. We all about building our nation as a black community.
You want to know something? Go ahead. You want to say something, Ron? Just hear me out, Ish. So you're right. How are your children turning out is a real combination to the next generation. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I love people. I love people, and I say that I love my people, and I love people who treat me right. You feel me? I love people who love on me, and I'm a love on them. There's a lot of negative things that they say about us, which is not true when we see us in action. There's a bunch of good black mothers out here. There's tons of good black fathers. I mentioned one. I mentioned one right on screen, and it just so happened I haven't seen him in years. He just popped up on my screen. But I've been knowing he's been a good daddy since years. The problem is, let's stop letting the media make us think that there's something wrong with us, and stop listening to the YouTubians who talking about stuff that's over their pay grade. Come to the ghetto, for God's sakes. Come see how fathers are there taking these kids to school. There's a guy who I know who has at least 10 kids. He's been in all his kids' lives. Every single graduation, and he is a convicted felon. A certified street nigga. Went to jail for all types of stuff, but them sneakers was there. He has daughters that are in nursing school. None of his daughters are pregnant. None of his sons are street niggas. And he works as a security guard at a club. But you want to know something? Nobody's not going to give him no credit. Oh, shout outs to another person. Stay Up, Prayed Up Smith. Towners for Life. He's another father that I need to... Listen, is it okay if I put your business out there?
Before I go, I'm gonna say this. Y'all remember? Hey, y'all remember the stats of auto races or who there for the kids? Was that the black man, the black father who's there for the kids in all the races?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all I want. I just want to put that out there. Go ahead, Akeem.
This guy listen. He said, "Go ahead." This guy I know, Stay Prayed Up Smith. He's a blue collar worker. He's a garbage truck driver. He's been in all his kids' life. He has kids from different women. He's on child support. Still go to see his son every single other day. He don't even drove the dumb truck on the field to go see his kids. But a nigga won't give him no credit for that, though. They'll say that since he's a garbage man, he's not worth anything.
Says who? Garbage man making serious money right now. Garbage man today making serious money.
And Jabari said in New York, they making 6 figures up in there in New York.
They are making 6 figures. People are waiting to be garbage man in New York.
But listen, they're making that. But we're talking about a conversation where the black men who do show up, just because they're not lawyers, doctors, they're not even received as anything positive. The warehouse workers, the people who keep the stuff moving, I would pray.
Man, Sugar Boy, I need to block Sugar. I'm tired of Sugar right now.
She say, you got to start reading the fine print. What's the fine print? Sugar.
She tell you right now, the CDC reported that they all mostly said other races of men work more, which is the backup by unemployment rates.
By what percentage? Give me the percentage.
Listen, the point that I'm saying is this. I'm talking about our women, and I'm talking about our women, and I don't want this to. And this is the time I want to say it. Stop looking down on the people who love you the most. Yes, a lot of us got some issues. I'm not going to sit here and lie about that. Yes, a lot of us. Yes, there's a percentage of us who might be cheating. Yes, there's a percentage, but we're not bad men. Do not let the media turn you against us. We love you and we need you. The thing about it is, a lot of us ain't grew up with no fathers in the home, so we lean on the woman so much. So her job is more than what she expected to get into. I can admit to that. Because let me tell you something. A lot of you women are in relationships, building men up, emotionally building them up, physically building them up, and financially building them up. You chose to be with him. Nobody's blaming you for that. But that doesn't mean you talk shit about him in front of his face or behind his back.
Shout out to Sexy Red TV. It's in the house. Excuse me, almost choked.
In the house. In the house.
We love you, Sexy Red.
Yo, what's going on, Ricky? What's going on, Ricky? Wow. See, everybody always come. You see, everybody always come too late, and I always tell them. I always tell them.
Shout out to you again on just pearly things. Keep going at it. Keep going. Keep going.
I don't got no beef with just pearly.
Listen, Sexy Red. I watch every 3 hours. I watch all 3 hours. All 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because she looks good. Don't tell you. Y'all over care about the content. Y'all watching it because she looks good. I'm telling you, man or something else, man. Y'all, we doing good, man.
We'll never deny she's a beautiful, fit black woman. We'll never deny that.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, we never deny. She was on that treadmill the other day like this.
Uh-oh.
Okay with it.
I ain't got time for you guys, man. Y'all talk about, because of women character. Nah, we care about that booty at the end of the day. But women bend over, we go like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta fix that. It's our mindset. But but you're right. At the end of the day, we're just having fun. We just having fun.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, y'all do make a good point. Blue collar men should be respected. However, in these spaces, when I mean these spaces, I mean in YouTube and even outside of YouTube, they don't get enough praise.
No,
they really don't.
Let me give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to the Instagramians. Let me give a shout out to the Instagramians. Stay prayed up, Smith, Isaiah, Ashley, my man De Capo De Niro. If I'm going to be a father, I want to be a father like him. Nicodemus. Everybody on the Instagramians. All the shout outs to the Instagramians.
Yeah, you see, Fresh Sound, Florida. No, you see, Fresh Sound. You see, me and you right here, Fresh Sound, because Hakeem be capping his ass off. Hakeem and Jordan be capping. Me, Fresh Sound, and Urban North, we right here. We see each other because we know the truth. We know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. We know what's up. And Natasha like your names. She like
the YouTube. And listen, I'm not going to take credit for the YouTubians, that Dr. Umar Johnson, but the Instagramians. I go in that, the Instagramians. You know what I mean? Shout out. But listen, this is my final take. Listen, I love people. I love people generally. I love good people. I love farmers. I love workers. I love everybody. I want us to start changing the way we speak and the way we feel about people. You know what I mean? And that's preaching out, Coach. I love everybody who come and join with us. I don't care if you're a lawyer, a doctor. I just want to know if you're a good person. And that's the thing. And I've been blessed to be around good people. Man, woman, child, no matter if you work at Checkers or if you putting on lashes. You know what I'm saying? If you got a decent mentality, we can shake something.
Oh, go ahead, Jordan. Final thought.
Oh, my final thoughts is I'm saying earlier, I'm gonna say it again. We need each other to order to build this community. Like I said, we gotta start blaming one another and start finding the solutions. I know these YouTube be always be pointing fingers. No, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. No, let's find a solution and let's get the community building, because without me or you guys, me or the women, we're nothing. That's my final take on it.
Hey, shout out to Sugar Bun. I fell in love with Sugar Bun because Sugar Bun, she come with that feedback. She come with that back. I like that back and forth. Like, I like when you go back and forth, because actually I be learning from both. Even though they could be a troll, but you can still learn from the troll. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes you go overboard, but today I learned from you, Sugar. I ain't gonna lie to you. You be teaching me some things. So I got to go back and go do some more research. But at the end of the day, shout out to everybody that came on the chat. Like always, Urban North, Natasha.
Shout out to Natasha. But I wanted to comment on what you say.
Go ahead.
Sugar Bum, I love her perspective. I'm not going to say that we can agree to disagree, but we need people to push back. And the thing is, a lot of the stuff she said was not wrong. And the thing about it is, you do have to have some type of ambition about you. I know love don't pay bills. You know what I mean? Ambition don't pay bills. And we do that. But I also say that we do need to change the way we talk about people. Some people are not, if we're going to uplift our people generally, and I've learned this, words is a real thing. And the way we say things can affect people. And that's all I'm saying. But her perspective is well needed and is validated. You know what I'm trying to say? Majority of the stuff she says is that. And this is why here we highlight the accomplishments Black women do. We do that. We do that all the time. But we also got to highlight the accomplishments the Black men do. How much they're the heartbeat of our community, just as well as our people. And that's it.
Shout out to Sexy Red TV. Shout out to Ish.
Okay,
I like that name, Ish.
Okay with it.
Ricky, shout out to Ricky.
Sexy
Jabbar,
Red.
Jabbar, I already know it. Jabbar, Ken Dog. I don't see the people on my Facebook. So people on Facebook, they watch, but they never comment. I hope one day they will comment. They never comment, but they be watching though. I'm trying to see who else. That new subscriber. How you say her name? Her name is very unique.
Yeah,
the new subscriber.
I don't know.
Oh, shout out to Daryl Long too. Shout out to Daryl Long.
Shout out to Daryl Long.
Daryl Long.
Is that new subscriber? How you say her name? Hakeem, her name is very unique.
I don't know where she's from. New subscriber, the one with the O. Where you from and how you pronounce it?
I think she left already.
This is Osaro?
Just hit me out. Shout out to Just hit me out. Just hit me out. Hit me up on the DL. He was like, "Yo, what time you going live again?" I say it's 6 o'clock Eastern, and he was here right on time. Oh yeah, Kenny. Yeah, you're right. Ken Dog. That Twitch one watcher that always watches on Twitch.
Yeah, shout outs to that. Listen, shout outs to Ken Dog though. Let's not forget his.
I did. I did. I never forget Ken Dog. I never forget Ken Dog.
And listen, a lot of people don't know that Ken Jabari, they're actually gang that we reach out and can touch them. We see them all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Those we know in real life. One day I will see Natasha. I will see Rick. I will see Sexy Red. One day I will see and Ish.
Listen, we're gonna take all y'all out to eat on Chaos Culture Radio. We're gonna blow a bag. If y'all want to eat filet mignon, all on us, baby. Filet mignon, whatever you want, cheesecake. I know y'all like it. Yeah,
that Dom Perignon, y'all like it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Natasha. Yeah, we really bros for real. In real life, we really bros.
Yeah.
Urban Noise, really bros.
Listen, I know Roni over 20 years. Jordan, I met, but you know we all family, so
yeah, I knew Jordan over 10 years. 8 years.
How long was he running? About 8 years?
By 8 years.
8 years.
Yep, 8 years.
8 to 10.
8 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know Roni since he was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, since I was a baby. Little.
This is why conversations can flow like this. You know what I mean? Because we all and have that and listen, we're not going to forget Urban Noise in Fresh Sound, Florida.
Of course not. Never.
They're part of the glue here. Those are actually my family members, and they know.
And shout out to them. Go to subscribe to their channel, Fresh Sound Florida. They popping over there. Trust me, they got some good things about Florida rappers.
Yeah.
Y'all need to go check them out. It's popping over there.
You know, we here to move the culture forward, and we love you. We love you.
And thank you. Remember, guys, on your way out, make sure you hit that like button. And remember, on your way out, if y'all not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. I say it again. We go live each and every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Hold up. Go ahead, King.
Yeah. Before we say this, a lot of y'all go subscribe to Sexy Red TV.
Yeah.
Get some good commentary for the love of Christ. Her perspective is out of this world, and I'm telling you.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Her name is highlighted so y'all can see it. Her name is highlighted.
She gave us good information about wigs and everything because she went to school for it. And she schooled me on that. I was like, oh, I did not know that. And I want to say thank you for Sexy Red for that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Subscribe to Sexy Red TV. Subscribe to Sexy Red TV, please. The girl is doing the work out here. And she's covering topics and giving perspective. She does a deep dive like a research analyst. You know what I mean? So what's going? So she's doing the work out here.
Anything else?
Listen, the girl from with the letter O. Where you from? Letter O. We can't pronounce your name, Queen. Before we go.
It's so yeah.
Unfortunately,
it's unique. It's unique.
It's unique, but
very unique.
Soya.
Don't say I think it's soya. I don't know if it's Hispanic or it sounds foreign, like it's a foreign name, but it's really cool name. But that's what's true. You never know who be on this platform. It's a beautiful name. It's different. I never seen.
And I won't tell people here, we do not hijack subscribers. I need you to subscribe to the whole gang. Sexy Red TV, Sexy Lips, Roni, all that. Listen, after you finish watching our live, you go watch Sexy Red. After you watch Sexy Red, you come watch us. We need to get the family. We're family here so we can all try to build this up. That's what it's all about.
I don't see black man. I just ignored the toxic one though. Facts. Hey, Jabbar said use your pronunciation. No, because if I start using mine, I'm gonna say it wrong. I'd rather her to say it because I don't know. But anyhow, make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And remember, go in the community tab. In the community tab, there's a Chaos Culture Radio T-shirt. I don't have it on because the heat playing right now. And also Prince That King new book, Black Love. So go and support the platform. Shout out to all the new subscribers We do greatly appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe, like Hakeem say, to everybody channel, my channel, Jordan channel, Hakeem. Well, this is the channel. Our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we everywhere. And we pretty soon we're gonna be on Rumble as well. So we're gonna be on all the platforms. So shout out to you guys. With all hard work, we're gonna get there. And Sexy Red TV put her link in the chat. So y'all can click on it, subscribe there. It's some really, really dope content. I'm not gonna lie. I love it when she do Tommy Sotomayor. For some reason, her and Tommy just this is be funny. Angry man, okay, I be like, but Tommy Sotomayor, I just be cracking up. I'm not gonna lie. Because I fuck with Tommy, so that's why I be like laughing. So shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We are over and out.
Peace.
Peace.